Kong Skull Island. What Kong? So Kong Skull Island is directed by Jordan Vogt-Roberts, I believe, and going into this film I saw it very late. I saw it last night, even though it came out about 2 weeks ago. I didn't have a lot of expectations for it because a lot of the reviews have been saying that it's not that good, it's a bit of a disappointment, even though this is one of my most anticipated films of this year. And yes, I was disappointed, but I want to talk about the good stuff first before I get to all the flaws. So first up, easily one of the best things about this film was the way Jordan Vogt-Roberts directed the film, because he is like a small indie director, and you know, when they get these big blockbuster films and they get the smaller directors to direct them, the directors have nothing but raw ambition and drive, and so literally every sort of scene, every shot, every frame is done with so much care and detail. Like literally his attention to detail is insane. Like he just does, like, he looks at a shot and he's like, how can I make that better? So for example, instead of just showing us an explosion, he would show us an explosion through like the reflection of someone's sunglasses, or instead of having just 2-3 characters sit and talk at a bar, he had like some red and blue lights just to make it look a little bit cooler. And so I definitely admire that level of detail, and if he continues that in the rest of his films, I think this is a director that's gonna go places. Also, Kong obviously is by far the best part, the best character of the film. In fact, no, I think the best character of the film was the island itself. I think that sort of being able to explore that island and seeing all the different creatures, which by the way, the creature designs and stuff like that are really cool. It was really fun, it was really intriguing, but Kong was like the best sort of character, even though he wasn't in the film a whole lot, which I didn't understand. It was kind of like Godzilla, but the reason that they didn't show Godzilla that much was sort of to build tension to this big climax. You see Kong from like the beginning of the film, and then like halfway through, and then the end. So like his sort of appearances are kind of spaced out throughout the film, but I wanted to see more of him, because whenever he was on the screen, that was when I was having the most fun with the film. And after all, this film is called Kong Skull Island, so you may as well show Kong as much as you can. Also, this is a gorgeous looking film. I think the cinematography looks really beautiful, and there are some shots in this film which were just breathtaking, and the sort of the scope and the scale, it was brilliant. But let's talk about the flaws. Now, the biggest flaw with this film is the script, which is disappointing and shocking, because one of the people who wrote the script for this film is Dan Gilroy. Now, Dan Gilroy also wrote and directed Nightcrawler, which was one of the most well-written, most well-directed films I've seen in recent memory. If you haven't seen Nightcrawler, please check it out. It's a brilliant film. Kong Skull Island, not so much. The script is so incredibly generic, and the characters, we'll talk about the characters in a little bit, but I really didn't care about any of the characters, save for one. It was just this boring, sort of usual structured 3-act type thing, and there wasn't really any character development. There wasn't sort of any big reveal or anything that really popped out to me as really good. I mean, each character gets their moments and stuff, but like, the script was so bland and just generic, and I didn't really like the script at all. Which brings me to the characters. I did not care about any of the characters, again, except for one, which I'll talk about. But Tom Hiddleston, he's good. I mean, he's trying, of course, but the script is really bad, and he's just like, all the characters are just generic Hollywood stereotypes. Like, for example, Tom Hiddleston basically plays English Nathan Drake. Surely I'm not the only one who's seen this, but they basically have the exact same outfit. And Brie Larson, she's fine. I mean, she's got an Oscar, but she's completely wasted in this film. Sam Jackson is completely wasted as well. His character is like a massive dick, but he's only a massive dick because the script requires him to be a massive dick to sort of carry the story forward. John Goodman is also wasted in this film. Toby Kebbell's wasted. Although Jason Mitchell, Corey Hawkins are all wasted. However, I did enjoy John C. Reilly's character. I thought his sort of character origins and the way that they show how his character progresses was really good. He was probably the most funny character in the film, and he was the only one that I actually cared about. And the fight scenes, I think the fight scenes in this film are actually pretty good, especially the ones with Kong and the big helicopter fight scene and the fight scene at the end. Those were really good, but I feel like this movie is ultimately bogged down by a horrible script and actors who are completely wasted, and Kong, who's also, I feel, is completely wasted. But I do think that this film has potential, and it was pretty well directed, and the visuals were absolutely brilliant. I'm going to give Kong Skull Island a B-. Guys, thank you very much for watching. My Iron Fist review will be out soon, hopefully. I'm about halfway through the series. It's not that bad. It really isn't. I think you guys should actually watch it. I'd recommend it, really. It's not that bad at all. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, thank you.